until one day when I finally figure out how to cook properly, which is unlikely to happen, honestly. I'm just gonna keep on smothering stuff in sauce so I can choke it down. This is crack. It's so good. The most important thing about an off season is just getting your food in over the course of the day. You don't go to bed unless you have finished all of your food. All right, muscle and strength. We're gonna get to the good stuff now. Chicken and rice, beef and rice, whole 9 yards. So, I already turned it off, but what I usually like to do is I'll set my rice cooker going the night before, like on a delay timer. So it's all ready to go for me in the morning. And I'll just pop it open here. Look at that. Delicious. The way that I like to portion out my rice is a little bit weird, but bear with me here. So I put 600 grams of raw rice into this pot and about 700 grams of water on top of that. So what I do, I weigh the entire thing, 1,979 grams. Pull out my calculator here. I know that the pot alone weighs 444 grams. So what we're trying to do is find a ratio between the cooked weight of the rice and the raw weight of the rice. So like I said, 600 grams of raw rice in there. We do 1979 minus 444, 1535. So, and then we divide 1535 by 600 grams. That means every 1 gram of raw rice cooked out to be 2.55 grams of cooked rice. So now what I can do is I can portion out my meals in terms of raw weights of rice, which is a lot more precise of a way to measure, carbs and, portion out your meals than, weighing it cooked every single time. Because sometimes I'll cook this and it'll be like the ratio will be like 2.1 to 1 instead of 2.55 to 1. You see how that much inconsistency can kind of mess with you over time? So it's just how I like to do it. Yeah, it takes a little bit of math. When I'm coaching people, I never tell them to do this because I don't trust them to do the math right. But now that we have our ratio here, our second meal, or first meal we already blended up like I showed you. Second meal, it's 200 grams of rice in there, raw. So multiply that times our ratio here, we're gonna get 511. So we can scoop out all of that cooked rice here into our container. And then we go ahead and do that for the rest of the meals for the day. Each of these meals are gonna have 130 grams of rice. So that works out to 332 grams of cooked rice. So go ahead and portion that out here. All right, that's everything. We'll put that back in there for tomorrow. All right, next up, we're gonna put salt on all these. I do about 8 shakes with this. When I'm in prep, which is not right now, I'll be a lot more precise with how much salt I'm putting on my meals. I have a little dispenser, which is very precise. It clicks and it puts on like a couple 100 milligrams of salt. So I don't really care right now. Just salt it plenty. It's like about 8 shakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my pre-workout meal. I'll probably put a little bit extra on here because I want plenty of salt and electrolytes for when I'm training. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Get frisky. A theme you'll notice here is this is really, really straightforward. There's not much complexity to this stuff. In my opinion, the most important thing about an off season is just getting your food in over the course of the day. You don't go to bed unless you have finished all of your food. Sometimes you get behind on meals, you just gotta suck it up and get it down before you go to sleep. So it's just a lot of meat and a lot of rice, and a lot of the best guys in this sport are experts at eating lots of meat and rice. So for the most part, these meals are gonna be pretty similar. I'm gonna put 250 grams of either chicken or beef in these guys. And this is my pre-workout meal. My protein is gonna be a little bit lower in here because with this, I try to prioritize making sure it's digested by the time I'm training. So I'll usually eat this an hour and a half to 2 hours before I train, which seems like a long time, but I just wanna make sure my stomach is completely empty by the time I'm actually lifting weights. And then, you know, when I actually start, I'll have carbs in my pre-workout, intra-workout, and post-workout shakes. Really easy way to get a lot of calories in a condensed window when it's optimal to do so while you're training. But that will kind of tide me through my training window. For the rest of the day though, pretty much a grind of just forcing this stuff down. What I like to do, I like to shop at bulk stores. So I'll buy, these are chicken tenders. I'll buy like a 40-pound case of those. It works out to be like $1.80 a pound or something like that. So pretty cheap if you compare to like going to the grocery store. So I got a chest freezer over there. We buy everything in bulk, cook it in bulk, and eat it in bulk, as you can see. We have our bucket of beef here. That'll be our last meal of the day. All right, so that chicken, did it in the oven. This, we did it in the slow cooker, I believe. So 250 grams of this. As you can see, slow cooker is super handy because like I start cutting this apart, it just falls apart. And it does the same thing when you're eating it. So it's a little bit dry, but it's a lot less chewing, which is really nice. This is the box of beef. That's where the magic happens. So this is, you know, besides the shake, these are the other 4 meals for the day. So I'm gonna put some sauce on here so it's actually edible. I got, these are my 2 main squeezes right now. I got wasabi sauce, and I know you guys know what this is, Melinda's black truffle. This is crack, it's so good. Wasabi, you don't have to put, there's a little bit of fat in here. There's a tiny bit in here as well, but I'm not putting a whole ton on here, so get off my back. All right, sauces, very important. Until one day when I finally figure out how to cook properly, which is unlikely to happen, honestly, I'm just gonna keep on smothering stuff in sauce so I can choke it down. I think my best bet is Megan starts cooking for me full time, but gotta put a ring on it first. But that's all the meals.